Today I'm going to review the Bricklink Series 7 Alchemist Shop. I'll be breaking down the lore, the build features, and doing a cost analysis. If you like medieval Lego, please subscribe. I post Lego content weekly. Just beyond the outskirts of the royal city lies the Alchemist Shop. All those willing to journey here are rewarded with a vast selection of potions and alchemical brews. The wise alchemist conjures up fresh potions in his basement, the shopkeeper tends to the business upstairs, and the herbalist collects trimmings from the garden. When peddling wares from place to place, they travel with their alchemy cart that folds up for portability. That's the backstory of the set given to us from the designer Shram. Here we have a charming medieval alchemist shop standing at 2,126 pieces. It comes with 6 minifigures and only 1 sticker. The set comes in a modular style, which means it's closed off all around but can easily be taken apart to see the interior details. Right away, it reminds me a lot of the LEGO Ideas Medieval Blacksmith. Many of us were brought back to LEGO because of this blacksmith set, so I can see this set being very popular. For the exterior of the shop, we have some beautiful groundwork with the cobblestone path at the base, and we can also see lovely gardens all around the shop, including those mushrooms and beehive on the side of the building. In the main garden, we got some herbs that the designer was going for that an alchemist would use. There's also this beautiful fountain on the side of the shop. I love the mini oasis it has with the plants all around it and even that small frog piece. The base gives great story work for the herbalist with all the herbs it can collect, and all the buckets and boxes around that it would use to tend to the gardens. Out here we can see 2 doorways, one that leads to the alchemist's room in the basement, and another up some stairs to the shop portion of this build. I do wish we had some studs on these stairs. It would make it better for minifigure placement, but otherwise they look very nice. On the main level, we got a good amount of windows along with that nice Tudor style that us castle fans love. The designer did a great job of mixing in masonry bricks here and there, and I love when there's a good variety so it doesn't all look the same. I'm also a huge fan of the ingots on the corners here at the bottom. It's a great technique if you're ever going to build a castle mock. For the roofing, we have a beautiful A-frame. These are especially great for modular builds since they can sit on top very easily. The front of it's detailed with a window, and the sides follow that medieval blacksmith using the colored Nexonite shields. I like the mix of the colors for the roofing. It's a really nice job. The cherry on top is the brick-built vial. That probably isn't the scientific term for this. Let me know in the comments what it's actually called. And on the other side, we have that same style of roof, but also a brick chimney over here. Although this isn't the most impressive chimney we've seen, I really like how it's that typical brick color for it. Let's talk about the cart and the minifigures. Looking at the portable cart, it's a lot smaller than I expected it to be. Although the details are nice, I figured you might be able to fit more than 1 figure in it, but it looks like you might not even be able to fit 1. Another concern I have with it is only 1 part actually unfolds. I figured we could have gotten away with at least 3 parts of this unfolding to make it look a lot bigger. Complaints aside, it does have some nice decorations on it though. This builder definitely got creative for the potions and elixir containers, and I like it. We all can't afford those super pricey elixirs that we see on the Pick-a-Brick site. So all these techniques that are used in this build can serve as great alternatives. My absolute favorite part of this cart though is the vial on top that imitates the shop logo. I think it's very creative and gives this shop a brand. It does come with a horse to carry it as well, and that's a very nice touch. Any chance for us to get horses as castle fans, we take it. For minifigures, we already talked a little bit about the shopkeeper, the alchemist, and the herbalist respectively, but the other 3 are some other fan favorites. We have the tax collector figure, a lion knight, and a wolf pack figure. Nothing crazy on the accessory sides for them, but I am questioning the legs. I am not a fan of the mismatched skirt for the shopkeep. It just seems off to me for some reason. Maybe it looks a lot better in person. I'm not sure. Let me know in the comments what you think about it. Also, I would have never paired the wolf pack figure with the blacksmith legs. I'm unsure how I feel about this. Does this work, or is this a stretch? Let me know how you feel. Heading into the inside. For a build that is modular, I figured it would have more pictures of the inside. It is very hard to get a good look at the main level and the basement. We do have a tiny close-up of the basement where we can see a workbench for the alchemist. Looks like he might be having a drink on the side. And are those his tools or just for lunch? That's a little unclear for me. We can see a nice bookcase that opens up to reveal some treasure. I love when builders actually give us some of those classic features that have been in sets for so long. On the side here, I also see some uncovered lighting. I would have liked to see it be covered lighting because I figured it might make sense if an alchemist is working with flammable substances. From what I can see in the basement though, I'm impressed. I just wish I could see more of it. Before I buy a set, I like to know how many figures I can fit on a level and how I can possibly display them. Now for the main level. The only thing I can actually see from that middle level is there's a staircase going up to the top floor. It is nice to see that it's not assumed a minifigure can get up there, but I just can't see anything else there. For the main level, I'm a little bit disappointed. I don't like going and spending over $200 on a set that I can't even see. Let's move on to the top level. Since the shop portion, we have nothing on it. Up here, we got a small dresser with some breakfast on it and a bed in the corner with a trunk at the foot of it. We can assume that there's an opening from those stairs that lead up to this level. And my favorite detail about this is the ceiling. We have some nice little Easter eggs up there that I think you'll like. Now for the price point for this set. I honestly think it's comparable in pieces and minifigures to the Antique Shop from Series 5. It does have 200 more pieces and a horse along with it though. Because of this, I'd price it just a little higher myself. I would say it falls in the 160 to 180 range. It is nice that we might possibly see a Bricklink Castle set that's under that $200 range, since we've really yet to see that from Bricklink. I really do think this set could be great for anybody's medieval kingdom, but I want to get your take on modular builds. I'm typically not a fan of them, but some people are. And that's my review on the Bricklink Series 7 Alchemist Shop. Thank you all again so much for sticking around and watching, and please let me know your favorite or least favorite thing about this build. And if you like LEGO content, please smash that like button and subscribe for a new video every week.